Secret Service, 6 of them are out. What do you think of this one, guys? 6 put on leave. No pay, no pay, no pay. This is because of Butler, Pennsylvania. And you know what? It probably needed to happen. Because even if we just assume the best, and they love the president, and they're trying to do their job, they clearly sucked at their job because there were so many things that went wrong. And I knew as soon as my buddy Bongino got in there, he was going to, there was going to be hell to pay. I'm even surprised it took this long. But 6 people are out. And here's a little synopsis of the story, courtesy of our friend Jesse Waters.
We're learning tonight 6 Secret Service agents that were connected to Trump's Butler assassination attempt have been suspended. This comes just days shy of the shooting's anniversary. The identities of the agents suspended are unknown. But sources say their roles range from supervisory positions to line-level agents. We'll continue to monitor this story and bring you any updates as they come. There was a
Yeah, so we're still trying to get some more information here, but like I said, I kind of feel like these people deserved it because, that's an important job, and in my estimation, they really didn't do their job because he nearly died, and it was a horrible, and we're coming up on like the 1-year anniversary of it. Susie Wiles, who's his chief of staff, she ran his campaign. By the way, first female chief of staff. What do you know? You think he gets any credit for that? No, not that he's asking credit for that. Not that she's asking credit, because you know what? In a real meritocracy, guys, it doesn't matter. Did you hear that, Mayor Brandon Johnson? Doesn't matter. Got it? All right, so Susie saying, really, this was God at work. She sat down with Miranda Devine from the New York Post. I want to show you a clip.
We're coming up to a year since the Butler attempted assassination. I guess you don't really like to think about it too much, but it was so close that he could have died and history would have been changed just a millimeter. Do you ever look back at that and think that it was divine intervention?
100%. And I think in a candid moment, he would say so. The way the rally itself unfolded, the chart he had them put up on the screens, on the big LED boards, it was always the last chart in the rotation. And it was always on the other side. So to have him ask for that chart 8 minutes in and to have it come on the side that is opposite caused him, well, it's this way, caused him look in a different direction and lift his head just a little because it was higher. And that just doesn't happen because it happened. Yes. It happened because I believe God wanted him to live.
I believe so too. I really do. I mean, it's just a miracle. It's absolutely, positively a miracle. And you know what? He is the hardest working man in showbiz. Susie said that too.
He never stops working. Yeah. And so when you combine a work ethic that's unparalleled with a wish list that's very long and an appetite for success for the American people, this is what you get.
Yeah, hit the ground running. And but I guess we see that Donald Trump works in Trump speed, warp speed. But that also means that the people who work for him do the same. Do you ever find it hard keeping up?
I don't know of another mortal who could really keep up.
Right.
I work as hard as I can, and I think I do fine, or at least if I don't, he hasn't told me that yet. But it is superhuman pace. There's no question. And if you look around at the staff, they're all young but me. So there's a reason for that.
I think she's keeping up just fine. She's credited with really helping to manage the place. And you know what? When you got a big personality like Donald Trump who wants a lot done, you got to also have somebody who helps to keep the wheels on the bus, right? And Susie's done an amazing job at that. She runs a tight ship. So, a lot of congrats to her for all the great stuff that has come out. And again, I look at the market because I'm a simple girl, right? Simple girl from New Hampshire, as I like to say. And when I see this kind of optimism in the stock market, it makes me really happy, really excited. But it's not just the market, okay? It's the real economy too. So inflation is coming down. Jobs are being added. Wow. I mean, and guess what? Like, things are getting safer. Karen Bass is talking about how safety's improving in LA. Well, why do you think that is, Karen? Come on. All right. We didn't say she was the brightest bulb. Speaking of a great economy, speaking of all, you know what? One of the reasons we have a great economy is because we're getting those tax cuts. Thank you very much. The tax cuts. Thanks to the one big, beautiful bill. Tremendous stuff. Protect Prosperity is all over this, the folks over at AFP, and I would encourage you to go and take a look at their website and to pay attention to what they're doing, and maybe even sign up on some grassroots level if you care about your community and your state and you want to make sure that the economy in these places is protected. These guys are all over it, and they just have a wonderful program. So we love our partnership and affiliation with AFP, which is protectprosperity.com, because you can get involved in that. And so I just wanted to give them a great shout out. But, Susie's done an amazing job. The entire team has done an amazing job. I know everybody's frustrated with Pam. I share it. I get it. Okay. And we can save that, I guess, for another day.